بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. Today we are looking at الدرس الثامن, the lesson number 8 of the Madinah book 1, inshallah. And this lesson, as you can see, mainly we are going to focus on al-badal. Al-badal, that is the theme of this particular lesson. So without wasting much time, let's start. And let's explain something small before we read from the book, inshallah. So let's look at something here. I hope you can see here al-badal. Al-badal. Al-badal, that is the main theme, as I said. The main part of this topic is focusing on this. Al-badal. Al-badal is what we call in English a substitute. A substitute. And we all know what we mean by a substitute. Something that can replace another thing, of course. Okay, now let's look at it. The last time, if you can observe, we said that we did few asma'ul ishara, the demonstrative pronoun. And then we talk about haza, then we talk about hazihi, then we talk about tilka. Remember, and we talk about zalika. Okay, so all these are asma'ul ishara, they are demonstrative pronouns. But if you can remember, the demonstrative pronoun, most of the cases we have looked, or most of the examples we have seen so far, when the ism ishara, when any of this asma'ul ishara is used to demonstrate, they demonstrate to a particular thing that is nakira, that is indefinite, that is not known. Example, haza baytun. So you can see baytun is nakira. You see the two tanween, you see the two dhammas on the end, that is, it is having tanween. And in that case, it is indefinite, right? So haza baytun, I'm talking about this phrase or this sentence, haza baytun. Zalika kitabun, yani tilka madrasatun. So all these examples we have seen so far, when the ism ishara is used, the noun that is following is what? Is nakira. You can remember, it is what? It is nakira. It is not known. It is it is the khabar of the sentence. It is what? It is the khabar of the sentence. But we have other cases where the ism, the noun that is coming after the ism ishara, will not have tanween, but rather alif wa lam. So when a noun with alif wa lam comes immediately after an ism ishara, then that noun is a badal. It's what we call badal. So look on the screen, as you can see here. When a noun with alif wa lam comes after ism ishara, haza, hazihi, tilka, zalika, all these examples, then that particular noun is a badal. So as you can see here, as I said, most of the examples we saw was haza tajirun, hazihi lihamidin. You see, and right now what I'm saying is that, for example, here, if you consider this sentence, neglect this one for now, the one in blue, ar-rajulu, neglect this now, and just consider haza tajirun. It's a complete sentence. This is a merchant, or this is a trader. So now haza is what? Is the mubtada, and tajirun is the khabar. This one is the subject of the sentence, and this is the predicate. So this gives us information about who we are talking. This haza. Okay, so haza tajirun is a complete sentence. And as I said, most of the time, or what I'm talking about, what we have learned so far, whenever the noun is coming after the haza, from what we have learned previously, the noun will be having what? tanween, and it is the khabar of the sentence. You see, and it is what? Indefinite. Like here, if you consider haza tajirun, this is indefinite, having tanween, indefinite article. So right now, what I'm saying is that if a noun should come after the ism, ishara with alif wa lam, it is what we call badal. It is what we call al-badal. In that case, that whole part will now be the subject. So here the subject is what? Is this haza rajulu, and it translates to mean this man. Literally try to translate this. Haza ar-rajul. Try to translate it and you see haza means this, ar-rajul means the man. So you see this, the man. Haza, this, ar-rajul, the man. This, the man, is a trader. It is not a correct sentence, even in English language. This, the man, is a trader. So whenever that happens, when an ism ishara, a noun with alif wa lam, marifa, a noun that is known, that is not nakira, that is definite, comes after the ism ishara, then it is a badal. They are both talking about the same thing. So both are what? Are the subject. These two constitute the subject. I hope that is clear. So in that case, it will be this man, this car, this so and so, this so and so. So that is how this is written in Arabic. Like, I don't mean this as in haza. I mean, for example, if I want to say this teacher, you don't say, how to put it? You say haza mudarris with alif wa lam. So, and then a particular khabar will now come. So this whole part is what we call, this one is what we call the badal. Simple a noun with alif wa lam coming after ism ishara. Haza, hazihi, tilka is a badal. And it means this depending on whatever the badal is. For example, here, ar-rajul, haza rajul. It means this man. Or you can say here, this man. Not this, the man. You need to translate it like that. Literally. See this, the man. No. But it's what? This man. I hope that is clear. Okay. So this man is a trader. This man is a trader. You have here, this guy is for Hamid. هذه السيارة لحامد. So this whole part is what we call the subject. The subject here is this car. You see, this car, this man, as I said, both will now be the subject of the sentence. So هذه السيارة, this car, لحامد is for Hamid. I hope that is clear. Okay. Right now, I told you that, okay, let's go, you see it. Then the second one, a badal could also appear when a first name comes. Yes, an alama, in a proper noun, a name of person. When the first name comes after a surname or a profession. So for example, consider this example. If a name comes after a profession, it is a badal. Example, Dr. Hamid is my brother. Dr. Hamid is my brother. So which part of the sentence is the subject? You won't say doctor. If you say doctor alone, then what is this Hamid doing? So in that case, the whole part is the subject of the sentence, but this Hamid is the badal. We said the badal means a substitute. What do we mean by the substitute? So that's why this point is explaining. Badal is mainly used for emphasis and clarity. So removing the badal still leaves the sentence with complete meaning. Complete what? Meaning. With complete meaning. We're supposed to have meaning here. There's a typing mistake. I think so. So still leaves the sentence with what? With complete meaning. So if you observe something, try to remove all the badal. And you see, example here, this is a teacher. It's a complete sentence. This is for Hamid. It's a complete sentence. Doctor is my brother. Doctor is my brother. It's a complete sentence. So as I said, the badal is a substitute. So what do you mean by substitute? You can remove it. It is talking, this and this is talking about the same thing. So when the badal comes, it is only coming to add information to the ism ishara. How that is clear. For example, here, haza rajul tajirun. You could just say haza tajirun. This is a teacher, and it will still make complete meaning. But if you specify haza rajul, this man, meaning the one you are talking about is a man. So the part of the sentence man, like here, ar rajul, gives us information to the haza. So that's why they said it is used for emphasis and clarity, to clarify, to give clarification. Other than that, as I said, if you remove it, the sentence still makes complete meaning. Just that the meaning will reduce. There will be reducing understanding of this. Of the sentence. So here, this man, like here, as I said, has a tajir. You could just keep it and to still be hazihi li Hamid, and this is for Hamid. But if you say this car is for Hamid, we are adding more information to the ism ishara here, meaning what you are talking about is a car, of course. So that's what we mean by a badal. Like here too, just say doctor is my brother. It will have been a complete sentence. Doctor is my brother. But if this Hamid come to me, the doctor you are talking about, his name is Hamid. So it's a substitute. I don't know if you remove, assuming you remove the doctor, Hamid is my brother. If you remove Hamid, doctor is my brother. They are both correct. So both are substitutes of each other. But the main one is this one. Is the what we call the badal. So the badal, an ism, a noun with alif walam coming after ism ishara is a badal. A name coming after a profession is a badal. And as I said, the badal is to give clarity, emphasis to the what's the name, the ism ishara. It is coming after it. Okay. So I hope that is clear. And it means, like here, it means this man, this car, that other. Okay. So for example, here we have here. This is an example. Like here, hazal baytu. You see here, hazal baytu jadidun. Hazal baytu. So how will you say it? How will you translate it? Will you say this, the house, is new? Like literally, haza means this. Al baytu means the house. Jadidun means new, is new. So are you going to say this, the house, is new? That is not correct. So that's why I'm saying you have to be aware when a noun with alif wal lam comes after ism ishara. You don't translate it to be this, the something. It will be what? This house. This, depending on whatever comes. This, they are both talking about the same thing. So there's no way you should repeat this, the house. We don't want any student to do that. Hazal baytu, this house. Hazihi sayyaratu, this car. Hazal masjidu, this mosque. Hazal kitabu, this book. Hazal daftaru, this notebook. Hazihi hakibatu, this bag. You see, in that other. Okay. And not only haza and hazihi, tilka masjidu, sorry, tilka madrasatu, this madrasa or this school. You see, zalika masjidu, that masjid, in that other. Okay. So we have here lesson 8. So we are now trying to read through. Inshallah, things will become clear. Okay. So observe, we are reading from a book. الدرس الثامن, lesson number 8. هذا الرجل تاجر. هذا الرجل. So you say this the man. No, incorrect. This man. This man. As I said, this man. تاجر is a merchant. وذلك الرجل, and that man. طبيب is a doctor. اسم التاجر. اسم التاجر. The name of the merchant's name. Mahmudun is Mahmud. Wasmu Tabibi, and the doctor's name. Sa'idun is Sa'id. So you see here. So here, this is a badal. Alif wa lam coming after ism ishara. And then this is also a badal. Alif wa lam, now with alif wa lam coming after ism ishara. And here, Mahmud is a badal, right? Mahmud is a badal. Why? Why? Here, what you can see, when a first name comes after a surname or a profession. Is tajir a profession? Yes. So when his profession is a trader, a merchant. So, and there's a name coming after a profession. So it is a what? It is a badal. So Mahmudin is a badal. The same way Sa'idun is also a badal, because this is a profession, of course. Okay. So هذا البيت للتاجر وذلك البيت للطبيب. So هذا البيت, this is a badal. هذا البيت, this house, not this, the house. Hope that is clear. وذلك البيت, and that house للطبيب is for the doctor. Okay. بيت التاجر أمام المسجد. So, okay, no, there's no, there was the name badal here, of course. بيت التاجر أمام المسجد وبيت الطبيب خلف المدرسة. خلف المدرسة. Okay. You can remember this thing. Amama and then khalfa. Kesra. Kesra. Because of the khalfa. Kesra. Because of the amama. Kesra. We call it Zorf Makan. I hope you can remember. Okay. Liman هذه السيارة. Liman هذه السيارة. So you see badal. They are together. So liman, for who? Is it is of course hidden. But the matter. So it is hidden here. The is hidden. Liman, for who is هذه السيارة, this car. You don't say this, the car. For who is this car? This car. وَلِمَنْ تِلْكَ, and who is for that? هذه السيارة للطبيب وتلك للتاجر. So بدل هذه السيارة, this car. هذه السيارة من اليابان. So this is بدل, of course. من اليابان is from Japan. وتلك من أمريكا, and that is from America. Tilka is America. Okay. So you have seen how we see this boy, this teacher, this book, and that other. Hazel. Then whatever you want to pronounce, then put it there. Okay. So have here an exercise that is given to us based on the dialogue that we have just seen. So they are saying, Ajib anil as'ilatil atiya, you have to answer the following questions. That is just, based on the dialogue we have just came across. So let's begin. من هذا الرجل ومن ذلك من هذا الرجل ومن ذلك الرجل. So you see badal. This one is the badal. And rajul is also badal. So you answer based on the dialogue. Here, you see the question. Man هذا الرجل ومن ذلك الرجل. The answer is here. هذا الرجل تاجر وذلك الرجل طبيب. So you answer in that order. It's not anything strange to us. So, من هذا الرجل ومن ذلك وذلك الرجل. So what are you going to answer? هذا الرجل تاجر وذلك الرجل طبيب. Okay. ما اسم التاجر؟ ما اسم التاجر? So you see بدل is بدل. التاجر is بدل. Why? It is having alif. Sorry. It is not badal. It is not badal. I thought here was ism ishara. Sorry. So masmut tajir, what is this Adam Radam Mudof? You can remember this Mudof. I mean the ism. And this one is the Mudof ilay. At-tajiri is the Mudof ilay. And ismu is the what? Is the Mudof. So masmut tajiri, what is the merchant's name? You see. So what was the name? Ismu tajiri Mahmudun. You can remember from the dialogue. So masmut tabibi. Masmut tabibi. You see, what is the doctor's name? Ismu tabibi Sa'idun. The name of the doctor was Sa'id. Min ayna sayyaratu? Sayyaratu tabibi. So mudof, this mudof, and this mudof ilay. So min ayna sayyaratu tabibi. Here min al-Yaban. It was from what? Japan. So you can check the dialogue. Okay. Min ayna sayyaratu tajiri. من أين سيارة التاجر? See, من أين سيارة التاجر؟ من الأمريكا أليس كذلك؟ It was from America, right? They said من أمريكا. أين بيت التاجر؟ أين بيت التاجر؟ They said خلف المدرسة, right? خلف المدرسة. خلف المدرسة. Oh, let's check. بيت التاجر. I'm not sure. بيت التاجر. So you see بيت التاجر, it is here. أمام المسجد, in front of the masjid, right? In front of the masjid. Okay. So you have to answer with the correct one. أين بيت التاجر? So you can see هو أمام المسجد. It is in front of the masjid. أين بيت الطبيب? So that was, of course, that was the one which was خلف المدرسة, at the back of the madrasa, of the school, right? Okay. So let's continue. اقرأ واكتب. اقرأ واكتب. So here we are reading, then we are writing. Okay. هذا الولد خالد وذلك الولد محمد. This child. So we see how it is. This child, not this, the child. This child. This one is al-badal. So هذا الولد, this child. خالد is خالد. وذلك الولد محمد, and that child. There is another child standing somewhere far away. So that's why he said وذلك الولد, and that child. So you see, in that child. So this one is badal again. Muhammad is Muhammad. So I think we have read through a lot of them. We have seen almost all the vocabularies. هذا الرجل يعني مدرس. هذا الرجل مدرس. This man. So this is badal. مدرس is a teacher. وذلك الرجل مهندس, and that man. So badal is an engineer. مهندس. هذا الكتاب جديد. This book is a badal. وذلك الكتاب قديم, in that book badal. old, قديم, old. هذه السيارة لعلي. لعلي. why? علي كسر مجرور. لام الملك. You can see, you can remember. So هذه السيارة, this car, this is the badal, سيارة. وتلك لحامد, and that is for Hamid. هذا الباب مفتوح. So البدل. وذلك الباب مغلق. This is the badal, مغلق, closed. لمن هذه الساعة? Here li Abbasin. It is for Abbas. For who belongs this watch? Right? So you see this one is the badal. هذا البيت للطبيب. So this is the badal. البيت is the badal. لا هو للمدرس. No, it is for the teacher. هذه الدراجة. So this is the badal. الدراجة. Is this bicycle? The Ibn al-Muazzin, for the Muazzin's son. Naam, yes. You can see. Man هذا الولد. So this is the badal. ولد. هو طالب من العراق. He's a student from Iraq. ذلك البيت. So this is the badal. جديد. لا هو قديم جدا. No, it is very old. Very old جدا, very. هذه السيارة من اليابان. So this is the badal. السيارة. So you see what? This car من اليابان is from Japan. وتلك من سويسرا. And that is from Switzerland. Switzerland is what they have spelled like this. So we call this Arabization. Just take an English word and then you spell it with Arabic alphabets. Okay, there's no any change. هذا السكين من ألمانيا. هذا السكين. This knife. Sikin is what called knife. Sikin is what called knife. 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 من ألمانيا. من ألمانيا is from German. German is what called Almania. وتلك الملعقة. So this one is the what? The mil'aqatu is the al-badal here. And that meaning it is far away. وتلك الملعقة, and that spoon min Ingiltara is from England. Right? It's from England. Okay. So اقرأ. So we have here an assignment again. This one. That's the third one, right? اقرأ الأمثلة الآتية ثم حول الجملة الآتية مثله. Okay. So read the following, read the example, then change the following sentence on each pattern, right? So, misal, they are giving you an example, then you look at their example, then you do the rest. Hope that is clear. Like here, Haza Kitabun. This is a book. You see. Now they want you to change it to this form. Haza al-Kitabu li Muhammadin. So if you observe here, this is the subject, right? This is the mubtada. And this is the khabar. Right now, they want you to add this thing to the sentence. The sentence was initially Haza Kitabu. Complete sentence. If you want to add this part here to this sentence, what will you do? Will you say Haza Kitabun li Muhammadin? No. They want you to make sure that this was the mubtada and this is the khabar. So join them together to form one, to make it one, subject. To make it one subject. So like here they have done Hazal Kitabu, this book. So that part of the sentence, the whole sentence reads, this book is for Muhammad. So this book is now the subject. But here it was just, this is a book. This was the subject. Haza is here. Haza is the only subject here. Kitabun is only khabar. It is not part of the sentence. But now they want you to make the two, both the sentence, and now this will now be the habar. So it will be what? Hazal kitab. Just add alif wa lam, and then you remove the tanween. And it will be hazal kitab. So that both now become what? The mubtada, the subject. So hazal kitab, with this book, that's the subject. The Muhammadan is for Muhammad. So the same thing here. What will you do? Haza tabibu min al-hindi. You see. هذه السيارة للمدير. Okay. ذلك الولد ابن المدرس. So you see. So you add alif wa lam, of course. تلك الساعة من سويسرا. Switzerland. Okay. That's just Switzerland. They have written that way. هذا القلم لعباس. You see. هذا الرجل, add alif wa lam, and that will be the subject. هذا الرجل, this man. مؤذن is the مؤذن. هذه البيضة. So alif wa lam, then you remove the tanween. هذه البيضة كبيرة. This egg is big. So this egg is the subject. Is big is the predicate. Is the khabar. هذا المنديل. هذا المنديل وسخ. This mindil is dirty. This handkerchief is dirty. هذه الحكيبة للمدرس is for the mudarris. It's for the mudarris. Okay, so this is another exercise they are giving us. Hope you can see, right? You can see. So اقرأ الأمثلة الآتية ثم كون أسئلة وأجوبة مثله. So read the following sentence, then make questions and answers on this pattern. So what they want is that we are going to read here, and they have given you an example here. Then we change this sentence the same way to the pattern they want it to be, like here. Liman hadha al-kitab. So this is a question. This is a question, right? Liman hadha al-kitab. Hadha al-kitabu li Muhammadin. So here, you see where you saw the kitab. If you take the first one, kitab, that noun kitab was just choose randomly. Now use this particular nouns to ask similar question and answer it similarly. I hope that is clear. So for example, if you take the first one here, instead of having liman hazal kitabu, you now say what? Liman hazal qalamu. You can see there is a pen here. So when you see the kitab, remove it and put these nouns in it to ask your question. So let's do small. I hope you can see very well. Okay. Liman hadha al-qalam. So that's what you see. Liman hadha al-qalam. We are talking about the first one. Hadha al-qalamu li Abbasin. Hadha al-qalamu li Abbasin. So this miftahun, a key. So liman hadha al-miftahu. Hadha al-miftahu li Aliyin. So you see, this sayyaratun, of course. So liman hazihi sayyaratu. You see, hazihi sayyaratu lil mudiri. So you see, this is what? Bakaratun, right? This is a cow. So liman hazihil bakaratu. So you see, hazihil bakaratu lil fallahi. You see, liman hazihil hakibatu. Hazihil hakibatu lil mudarrisi. So you see, in that pattern, so we have here kursiyun. Liman hazal kursiyu. So you have to know which one is feminine and which one is masculine. Then you have to know whether you are using haza or you are using hazihi. By now, I hope you are clear with which one should be haza and which one should be hazihi. Which one is masculine and which one is feminine. Okay. So you say what? Liman hazal kursiyu. هذا الكرسي لعمار is for Ammar. This what? Dikun, right? So liman هذا الديك لبنت what? لبنت الفلاح. هذا الديك لبنت الفلاح. Hope that is clear. Okay. So this, when the lamb comes, you have what? Kesra. The same way. Kesratain. Alif wa lam. So one kesra here, Kesratain. Bintul fallahi. So how is this one affected? That's what I want to talk about. Here, if a lamb should attach, you are having two nouns. So for example here, when you say li, how will you say? Are you going to say like what we read? I intentionally read it that way. So are you saying, for example, haza diku li, how will you read this one? Which of the two nouns will the li, the lam al-mulk, we say lam al-mulk is a jar, meaning when it comes, the following noun should be majrur, right? It should be majrur. But you can see it here, you're having two mudaf ilay. So which one will take the kesra? The thing is that, which one is the main one here? Who is the owner? Which one is the mudaf? Translate it into English. You say what? This dikun, this rooster belongs to, after the two, which one is coming? Bintul fallahi means what? Bintul fallahi, the farmer's daughter, right? The farmer's daughter. But let me tell you something. Whenever a jar is going to affect mudaf ilay, is supposed to take kesra. The mudaf will take the kesra. I hope that is clear. The mudaf will be affected. Okay. So the correct pronunciation will be hazal diku libinti. Here will be kesra. I hope that is clear. Not bintu. Libinti. So libinti al-fallahi. Okay. So take note. When a jar, for example, if a fi or ila, any of the half a jar, or lam al-mulk, or even what's the name? Zorf makan, amama, khalfa, baina, all this. So if they should come here and they're going to affect, they will affect the mudaf. I hope that is clear. Okay. The mudaf ilay is already majrur by default, right? Okay. So this is the continuation. So let's see here. So this is what? Sa'atun, right? This is sa'atun. So liman hazihi sa'atu. Hazihi sa'atu li ibni. So you see here, li ibni al-mudiri. Okay. this baytun, right? Liman hazal baytu. Hazal baytu للطبيب. للطبيب. This is what? Is it kitabun or warakun? Is it a paper or a book? Is it a paper or a book? Actually, I can't even tell from the drawing, but I suggest it's a book. So let's just use it as a book. Or is it a paper? Let's use it as a paper. So liman hadha al-waraku, who is for this paper? Hadha al-waraku lit-talibi. This paper is for students, right? Okay. Then we have here, we are going to talk about something here that we call al-mabni wal-mu'arrab. So let's explain a little bit about it. So that's what you can see here. I hope you can see al-mu'arrab wal-mabni. Al-mu'arrab wal-mabni. So this is a very easy concept. Please observe so that pay attention a bit so that it will be very clear once and for all. So al-mu'arrab and then al-mabni. Let me begin to explain. If you can remember at the beginning of the lessons, I mean around lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, we said that a noun in the default form is what? Is marfu'un, right? It is having dhamma, right? Basically, or dhammatain, depends on whether it is nakira or marifa. And then we said that if sometimes, if there is a particular condition, it may tend to have kesra on the last letter or fatha on the last letter. Or sometimes even yani jazm, schoon. It can have schoon. It depends whether it's in not that's for verbs, but let's focus on nouns for now. So as I said, the default form is marfu'un of a noun is marfu. That is, I mean, dhamma or dhammatain. And we said it can change based on particular conditions. And if you can remember that very day, I said there is a small exception of nouns that remain unchanged no matter the condition. So most of all the nouns we have seen, most of the nouns we have seen are mu'arrab. Al-mu'arrab means words that obey those conditions. They are in their default form marfu'un, yani having dhamma. Just basic words like what we have learned, they have dhamma. But when they are affected by, let's say, a harf for a jar, a zarf makan, all these conditions, or when either it is mudaf ilay, we say mudaf ilay is always majrur, having kesra. When it is in any of these conditions, it may take kesra on the last letter. So we call it mu'arrab. It obeys those conditions. So for example, so this is the definition. Mu'arrab means they are words in which the vowel on their last letter can change if there is a necessity. Like for example, fi. So baytun is mu'arrab, meaning it is having dhamma on the initial, I mean in the default form. But if a particular condition like a harf jar comes before it, it will take the kasra. It will obey that condition. But mabni mabni is a different case. There are a few exceptions of words in the Arabic language that doesn't obey these conditions. They are always having one form. The way the word is spelled, that is how it will be spelled any other place. It doesn't matter whether a harf jar comes before it, whether a zarf comes before it, whether it is mudaf ilay, whether it is whatever, it doesn't obey. So that is what we call mabni. Mabni, simple, coming from the root origin of this word is bana. And you know what bana means. Bana means to build. So for example, if you build a house, can you try to move it around? No, it is fixed. It is stationary. At that point, it is stationary, fixed. So mabni means fixed, stationary, unchangeable. It is not, you can't change it. Okay? So those words are what we call mabni. Example is America. Let me give you a simple example. Musa. Musa. If you want to say fi, if a fish comes, how will you say? You say fi musi? No. Musa will always be spelled Musa, no matter whatever condition. So Musa is an example of a mabni word. It doesn't change. So for example, Kitabu Musa, Moses' book. You see, Moses' book. It is mudof ilay. Kitabu Musa. Kitab is mudof. Musa is mudof ilay. Mudof ilay, we said, will always take what? Kesra. But you see, Kitab Musa, it is still Musa. The original spelling is Musa. It is mudof ilay, Kitab Musa, and it is still Musa, not Musi with Kesra. That's not why that word or that name is mabni. It doesn't change no matter what condition it found itself. So it is what we call mabni. Another example is America. Fi, you see fi, half a jar, but you won't say fi Ameriki. No, to still remain America. Any part of the sentence this found itself, it will be spelled this way. The vowel on the last letter doesn't change. It is mabni, it is fixed. So that is the two categories of words we have in Arabic language. The word is either mu'arrab, it obeys the conditions, such as half a jar coming after it to make it kesra. It is mudof ilay, and it will take kesra. When a zorf zaman, a zorf makan, example, amama, khalfa, comes, it will take kesra, and several other conditions. But this mabni, no. It doesn't respect any condition. It will always remain how it is spelled by default, irrespective of any condition. So we have an example here from the Quran. We all pray, say this dua, right? I and you, we have always been saying this. Rabbana atina fi dunya hasana wa fil akhirati hasana, right? So this, in particular, this from is a verse, actually a verse from Surah Al-Baqarah. So you see here, وَمِنْهُمْ مَنْ يَقُولُ رَبَّنَا آتِنَا فِي الدُّنْيَا. So you see, فِي الدُّنْيَا. Fi is harf jar. So why don't you say fi dunyi? No, that's not, you can't do that. Why? Dunya, this word is mabniyun. It is fixed. Even with a harf jar, you can see the fi coming before it. The vowel on the last letter remains unchanged here. So fi, we said it is supposed to be majrur, but there's no effect. It will affect it. So we call dunya a mabni now. So don't see this and say this is a mistake. There is supposed to be kesra here. No. Why? The word is mabni. I hope that is clear. Okay. Hasanatan. Wa fil akhirati hasanatan. I like that. Wa fil akhirati hasanatan. May Allah grant us this. Accept this dua from us, right? That we have been making. Everybody has been praying for. Ishatan, hasanatan fi dunya wa fil akhirah. So here, wa fil akhirati. So you see, wa fil akhirati. The same half jar, fi, but here it is unaffected. But here, fil akhirati. So akhiratun, it is initial akhiratu, al akhiratu. But because of this fi, it has now turned to kesra, fil akhirati with kesra. Why? This is mu'arrab. It is those nouns that are flexible, that obeys these conditions, that can change when there is a necessity. For example, this fi is a harf jar, so it affects it. And so see the vowel on the last letter here, it is was initial al-akhiratu with dhamma, is affected by the harf jar. So you see this harf jar has made it to have kesra. So you see dunya is mabni, al-akhiratu, or now fil akhirati. This akhirah is al-mu'arrab. So as I said, there are particular nouns. Sometimes they don't obey. So don't see it and think that's a mistake. You can see there's a half jar here. So why this now is still having maybe fatha or whatever on there? I mean, the last letter is not changed, but there is a half jar before it. And you are thinking that no, those words are called mabni. And they are few. They are not that much compared to al-mu'arrab. Okay, let's continue. Okay, we have looked at a bit of it. So this one, that's just the same thing there. Explain al-baytu fil bayti. So al-baytu is mu'arrab, flexible. It can change. I mean, what's the name? Al-baytu, the house. Fil bayti. So half a jar fil bayti. Min al-bayti ila al-bayti. So you see it is obeying. But al-mustashfa, al-mustashfa, al-mustashfa. You see, this is a mabni word, so it doesn't change. So fil mustashfa, min al mustashfa, ila al mustashfa. So you see, from default, the word is spelled al mustashfa, ila al mustashfa, min al mustashfa, ila al mustashfa. Huruf al jar are coming before it, but it remains how it was spelled from default. It doesn't change at any part of the sentence. It remains unchanged, no matter what condition. So we call it mabni. Another example is America. We have seen this one. Fi America. Min America. Ila America. Aliyam. Almania. This German that is spelled this way. Almania. Fi Almania. Min Almania. Ila Almania. You see, still remain unchanged. The mustashfa is the hospital. This one is the hospital, right? The way where you go and sort and seek for shifa, right? So we have here ikra waqtu, read and write. Same thing you are supposed to read and write. Has a tabibu min Ingilterra, right? Zahaba Hamidun ila. So you see min Ingilterra. This min half jar, but there is no sign of kasra here. Why? This is England. Ingilterra is what England is spelled this way. It is mabni. Doesn't change. Zahaba Hamidun ila Firansa. France. This is France. Hamid went to France. Zahaba Hamidun ila France. Zahaba went. Hamid went ila France to France. Yani, this is supposed to be fatha. A typing mistake, right? Not Mahmudun, but Mahmudun, fatha. So Mahmudun is a typing mistake, right? Mahmudun, Maridun. Mahmud is sick. Huwa al-ana fil mustashfa. So you see, huwa al-ana. He is currently or now. Al-ana means now. Al-an, right now. Huwa al-ana fil mustashfa. Is now currently. I mean, yes, at the moment. Now, fil mustashfa. In the hospital. Zahaba Abdullahi min Almania ila Ingilterra. So mabni, right? Haza al-kitabu li Isa. So you see Isa, you see how Isa is spelled. Isa. No matter this is lam al-mulk, right? So lam al-mulk has attached to it. We said when a lam al-mulk attached to a noun, the noun will be majrur, right? Will be majrur. But here, it is not, the sign of the majrur is not shown. Why? The noun itself is mabni, Isa. It will always be spelled Isa. You can't say Isi or whatever you want. You can't change it. The spelling will always remain how it is spelled from by default. Isa. Whether it is mudaf ilay, whether there is harf al-jar, whether it is I mean, there is Ilam al-Mulk, there is a Zorf Makan, there is whatever, it won't change. So Isa, it is Mabni. وذلك الكتاب لموسى, the same way Musa too is Mabni. هذا المهندس من أمريكا, this يعني engineer, هذا المهندس, this engineer من أمريكا is from America. It's from America. So most of those nouns, not all of them, take note, I'm not saying all of them, most of them or some of them end with this particular alif. It ends with either alif mamduda or alif maksura. I told you there are two types of alif, right? The last time I said it. Like this one is alif. Like Musa, you see the end, that's alif. And this is also alif. The one like one, how you write one in English, you can see it here. America, that's alif. So this is called alif mamduda, extended alif. And this one is called alif maksura, the shortened alif. So two ways of spelling alif. This one and then that. This is not ya, I said it. Ya has dot, but this one doesn't have dot. It's alif. And it's also alif. Okay. So we'll see here. I hope you can see here. That's still a continuation of a particular, you want us to do something. Ikra, read. Just read. As-saburatu. What is the sabura? The blackboard, right? The board that you can write on. The teacher writes on it. So as-saburatu amama at-talibi wa hiya khalfa al-mudarrisi. Right? Amama at-talibi. The board is in front of the student. Amama at-talibi wa hiya khalfa al-mudarrisi, and it is at the back. Khalfa. You can remember those Zorf al-Makan. Zuruf al-Makan, I give it to you. You know, we studied it in one of the lessons. In a table form, you can remember. Please put them at your fingertips. Okay. وَهِيَ خَلْفَ الْمُدَرِّسِ, and it is at the back of the teacher. Okay. أين سيارة المدرس؟ هي أمام المدرسة. It is in front of the madrasa, of the school. Aina Baytul Imami. Where is the Imam's house? Baytul Imami Khalf al Masjid. The Imam's house is at the back of the Masjid, mosque. Aina Jalasa Hamidun. Jalasa means he sat. He sat. Jalasa means he sat. So Aina Jalasa Hamidun. Where did Hamid sit? Where did Hamid sit? He's asking a question. So I hope you. Aina Jalasa Hamidun. So where did Hamid sat? Jalasa Khalfa Mahmudun. He sat at the back of Mahmud. So as we said, okay, I'm coming. Let's read this one before. ذهب عمار إلى المسجد وجلس أمام المحراب. ذهب عمار إلى المسجد. Ammar went to the masjid. وجلس, and then he sat. We have seen two verbs. ذهب, we said he went. Then we have kharaja, which means he went out or he left. وَجَلَسَ أَمَامَ, but this one is also added. Jalasa means he sat. So right now 3. Okay, so take note of those now verbs. وَجَلَسَ, and then he sat. أَمَامَ الْمِحْرَابِ, in front of the mihrab. In front of the mihrab. You all know what we call the mihrab, right? The mihrab. Let me show you. Hope you can see it. This is what we call the mihrab. هذا هو المحراب. This is the mihrab, where the imam stands to lead the prayer. so-called the mihrab. I hope that is clear. Okay. So that is it. وَجَلَسَ أَمَامَ الْمِحْرَابِ, and then he sat in front of the mihrab. But there is something here very beautiful I want to explain. Mihrab means what? What the picture I just showed you, the place where the imam stands to lead the prayer. If you can observe, what do we call war in Arabic? War is called harbun. Ha, ra with school, ba, yani with tanween. Harbun, a war. Harbun, harbun. You can see it can be found here. This one contains the root letters of war. Harbun. So why is it so? Mihrab contain, you can see harbun is somehow embedded in it. So it is very important, very beautiful. The name is chosen like this. Why? What do we do when you are praying? As I showed you, it signifies where a place where an imam stands to pray. So what do you do when you are praying? You have to battle with your soul. It's just like you are fighting with your soul. The soul is so much attached to the dunya. Most of the time you stand in prayer and you are thinking about worldly matters. So when we stand in prayer, this thing is a signification that anytime we come to prayer, we should come as if we are fighting our own nafs, our soul, and try to pull it fully into the remembrance of Allah, and to detach from this world during prayer. But it is so difficult. You have to practice. We have to try. And then that blessing, will totally be part of us. That's khushu in prayer. You have to fight this war with your nerves. Other than that, always you'll be praying and then you are just standing physically, but actually the soul is somewhere. Okay. So this is almost the end of the lesson. But let's look at one example here, and then we'll close we'll end the lesson, inshallah. So we have here a sample from the Quran. As you can see, this is sample from what we have just learned from the Quran. So we have two verses here. This verse is in Surah 2. It's from Surah Al-Baqarah. And there's another verse here, ayah. I won't say verse, I'll say ayah. This ayah is from Surah Al-Baqarah. And this one also is from, this ayah is from Surah Al-Ibrahim. Very similar ayahs. Okay. And I want to explain something a little bit. Just from what we have learned. We have learned Al-Badal, if you can remember. That's one of the main theme of this lesson. Okay, so let's read some. What is called Ibrahim? So, of course, Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam is making this dua. This one is in Surah Al-Baqarah, as I've said. What is called Ibrahim? Rabbi ja'al haza baladan. Rabbi, oh my Lord, or oh Lord, right? Oh Lord, oh my Lord. Ij'al make. Don't concentrate on this words. Our main focus is this aspect. As we study further, everything will become clear for us. But right now, focus on this part, the part in red. Okay. Ij'al make. So just listen and then focus on this part. Ij'al make. Haza baladan. So I'll stop here. Haza baladan. So let's pause here. Now observe this one. Wa is called Ibrahim, again in Surah Al-Ibrahim, Rabbi ja'al, oh Lord, oh my Lord, Ij'al make, again he's making a similar supplication or dua in Surah Al-Ibrahim. Ij'al hazal balada, hazal balada. Here, haza baladan. There's no alif or lam here. If you can observe, if you can see well, there's no alif or lam here. But here, Rabbi ja'al hazal balada. There is alif wa lam. So which one is badal? Which one is badal? Ayuhuma badal. Which one is badal? This one, right? This one is badal. So this will mean what? Hazal balada. It will mean what? It will mean this city. I hope you can see this city. I'm typing something here for you to see this city. So he says he's making a dua that, oh yeah Allah, or oh my Lord, make this city so and so, right? And there was something before the dua, of course. So there is something here. Oh my Lord, make this city. So hazal balada, this city. You don't see haza al balada, this the city. That's just what I explained when we were studying the badal just few minutes ago. So hazal balada, this city. Okay. Now, assuming I want you to take you back to some place again. Here, the first one. He said, Ija'al haza baladan. What can you observe? Tanwin. You can see tanwin. Baladan. Right? Baladan. So what does this tanwin signifies? A city. Baladun means a city. Right? So the tanwin means there is a alphabet. A city, not city. A city. So he's saying right now, here, I want you to appreciate something. The same dua, but what he's saying, make this, you can see the tanwin here. As I said, the tanwin means a. So I'll add an a here. Hope you can see. Okay. Make this a city. Make this a city. Make this city. I hope that is clear. The only difference is the balad. Here it is having alif walam, and it is coming after ism ishara. So it is badal. Right? So this city. But here, the balad, instead of having alif walam, it's not having alif walam. It is rather having tanwin, double vowel on the last letter. So definitely it is what? A city. Tanwin, a, indefinite article. A city. So he's saying, make this a city in Surah Al-Baqarah. Meaning, that was as I said, the difference is in the alif walam. But there is a very vast difference. This dua came first before this one. In this one, he went, the city is of course Makkah. He went there and it was a desert. It was not yet inhabited. It was a desert. So he said, make this a city. He's making a supplication to Allah. Make it a city. It was initially a desert. Then years later on, he went back and his dua is accepted. It is now a city, and he now prays that Ij'al hazal balada, make this city so and so. So here it is a city, and he's praying that make this city something. But here it is a desert, and he's praying that make this here, of course, is hidden, unless you read there, of course, the Sirah. So it is a desert, of course, and he's saying make this a city. How does that? You can see what I'm talking about. The badal plays a very important role in telling you these two conditions in which the dua was made. Okay. Aminan. So he's saying that make this city Aminan. Aminan means peaceful. Make this city peaceful. So it is now a city, and he's praying for peace. But here he was praying for a peaceful city. It is not yet a city, of course. I hope that is clear. So that's very beautiful. One thing about Quran, as they say, Khairul Kalam man qalla wa dalla. If you were to try to make this in English, you couldn't have just used this alif wa lam to show that these things are different, very, very different. You couldn't have used express English to express it like that. In English, we would have had to write a lot of passages to explain, what happened. But as we said, in Arabic language is very rich. You can just use this alif wa lam alone to signify the huge difference between these two du'as. Okay. And you will be able to see it. I hope that is clear. Okay. So we are not talking much about the ayah. If you want to read more on it, alhamdulillah, they are very beautiful tafasir, explanations that you can check up on these beautiful verses. Okay. Yes. So that's just the part I wanted to explain. Okay. So most of the time when we study Arabic language, our understanding of the Quran widens up. May Allah grant us the opportunity to learn the language of His blessed book. As the Prophet says, خَيْرُكُمْ مَنْ تَعَلَّمَ الْقُرْآنَ وَعَلَّمَ. The best among you are those who study the Quran or teach it. So you either do one. At least, if you are not teaching, you learn. We are all students. And at the same time, if you can help your friend or your brother with what you have learned so that he also learn something about Allah's book, at least. Okay. So that was what the Prophet, as the Prophet said, Nema bu'istu mu'alliman. Prophet was teach a lot. So all this for the Quran to expand, everybody to have access to this blessed treasure. Wallahi, that's one of the biggest treasure gift you can have in this world, is to have a connection with Allah's book and to have the blessing in it. We pray that Allah grant us that, inshallah. So this is the end of this lesson. Of course, we are going to start lesson number 9 in the next lesson, inshallah. So see you in the next lesson. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.